If I was into clickbait, I think I would probably call this video The Dark Side of Van Life. A couple weeks ago, I bought this old and beat up horse trailer that I am now converting into a tiny camper. And as you can imagine, this is a lot of work. I've basically took apart the whole thing and rebuilt it from the ground up. Now, even though I put so many hours in this thing already, this week was by far the hardest, I think. I started working on the interior of the camper and I totally underestimated it because in my mind I was thinking, well, this is more like a decoration process, and I was only thinking in surfaces, colors and materials. I totally ignored that there is a lot of construction and a lot of function going on that you have to consider, otherwise you will not end up with good results. So the first tip of this video, if you are working on a conversion, don't think about the surfaces, think about the transitions, because that is where 70% of the work is 100% invisible. It's like the surface is 30%, that's what you will notice, but the transition is where all the pitfalls are. That's where it's really going down. All the challenges are in the transitions. Just keep that in mind. And also there are a couple things that you have to keep an eye on. As always, we don't want it to be too expensive. It has to be in the budget, so that's a big issue. Then it has to be breathable. I talked about that in the video that I did about the insulation. If moisture enters the wall from breathing or whatever, it has to have the opportunity to exit again, otherwise you will have to deal with mold. So breathability is a big issue. And of course, as always, this project, my main concern is always the aesthetic. I want this to look super good. So the aesthetic plays a major role in the interior design, of course, as well. And the fourth thing that I think is very important is repairability. I have this old camper from the 80s that I had for a couple years now, and I just noticed that that one wall is starting to rot. And I only noticed this now where it's too late, because I didn't see it before. I didn't have the chance to act on this because I didn't know there was a leak before the wall started to rot away. And with my tiny camper, I want to have a construction that allows me to see if there are problems and then repair them, because I'm planning to keep this thing for a while. So this is what I came up with. I decided to go with a combination of breathable canvas fabric that is then covered by wooden strips. Let's take a look at the progress. very, very happy with the result, and I am happy that I put so much work into the interior already, even though this is not done by far. I have many, many more hours to go before the interior walls are done. But this is a great start, and all the problems are figured out now. From here on, it's just a matter of keeping the head down, putting the hours in, and finishing the camper. But all the figuring out, everything that was very frustrating, is now out of the way. I hope it's just uphill from here. These unexpected pitfalls and challenges always remind me of the scene in Jurassic Park where you think you know where the raptor is, it should be right there in the bushes, and then all of a sudden its brother comes from the right side and tackles you and you didn't even know what was coming. This is exactly this. So if you are working on a conversion, keep in mind that you have to think about the transitions first before you think about the surfaces. The surface is where it gets fun again. This is where you can express yourself. You can pick the colors, you can pick the materials, but think about the transitions first. It will be so much easier if you keep that in mind right from the beginning. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope I see you next week with a new video that hopefully has a little bit more of visual process to it. But these things just take time, and I'm willing to put the hours in, but I have to say it was a little bit frustrating. So I can't wait to build furniture again, or something that is just a little bit more impactful. Again, thank you for watching. I will see you next week with a new video. Bye.